A DNA test reveals a shocking revelation: a relative hidden from the family for 57 years. Unexpectedly, a DNA test reveals a relative who has been kept secret from the family for 57 years. DNA testing has become commonplace these days. It's utilized in a variety of contexts, from solving decade-long court cases like the most recent Golden State Killer to proving paternity on shows like Maury or Jerry Springer. Whatever the purpose of a DNA test, one thing is certain: the results are incredibly accurate. Through the use of DNA evidence from murder scenes and information from his relatives' profiles on well-known DNA websites like 23, and Me and MyHeritage, investigators in the Golden State Killer case were able to identify the suspect who was stalking couples. Imagine for a moment that you utilize this information to find a relative who has been kept secret from the family for 57 years. That's exactly what happened to Christine Kiefer, whose account is quite remarkable. One of the most fulfilling careers someone may possibly have is that of a parent. It's also among the most difficult. Being a parent is the ideal role for certain moms and fathers, but not everyone feels the timing is right. This may lead to adoption, which is one of the most unselfish things a parent has to do in their lifetime. Christine Kiefer has always known that she was placed for adoption by her birth mother. Despite not having a mother, she had all the comforts a little child could ask for while growing up in Kansas in order to have a better life. Her curiosity always got the better of her, of course. Even though she understood her birth mother's departure, Christine started to think about her biological father. For many years, Christine thought it would be very impossible to locate her biological father. She was given a name, but other than that, there wasn't much information available, and it appeared that she would be living in the dark for the rest of her life without her biological mother. Years after adoption, thankfully, one insignificant note would alter everything. Would Christine learn the truth about her background at last? When Christine Kiefer was born in the 1960s, her mother Donna was working as a cafe waiter and was barely making ends meet. Donna tried her hardest to sustain Christine without any help, but she was unable to provide for her basic necessities. Donna realized that she could not give Christine the life she deserved, but she still wanted her to have it. Due to her financial difficulties and unstable situation, Donna had to make one of the hardest choices of her life, placing her daughter for adoption. She was aware that she couldn't provide for her needs, but her parents would stand in the way. Christine's parents strongly objected to Donna placing Christine for adoption. They made the decision to formally adopt their granddaughter because they would not allow a stranger to raise their kid. Christine was raised by her grandparents during her childhood. Christine would eventually learn that Donna was just interested in what was best for herself, even if she never actively participated in her life. But there was one question that she could never quite seem to get the answer to. Christine had always wondered why her father hadn't come forward, even though she understood why Donna had put her up for adoption. What made him desire to not raise her? Sadly, her father's identity is still unknown. Christine wondered about him even after growing up and leaving her early years behind. Would it be her fate to never know why he had abandoned her? Over the years, Christine had numerous concerns regarding her biological father, but she anticipated that finding any information would be very hard. How could she ever locate him when she didn't even know his name? Christine went to her local town records and asked to examine her original birth certificate, hoping to find out who her father was. She was hoping it would provide some fresh insight on her father's identity. Christine's birth certificate let her down, regrettably. Since her father's information was limited to unknown father, Christine was aware of just two individuals who may be able to provide his identity: her grandparents. Would they be honest with her, though? The only details Christine's grandparents knew about her biological father were that he was named Dory and that he was raised in Pennsylvania. Christine made the decision to go on with her life after realizing that her quest would probably be fruitless with so little information available. Christine made an effort to put her past behind her and concentrate on the future. Eventually, she married, fell in love, and began a family of her own. But the question of her father's identity persisted to trouble her. Later on, Christine discovered Ancestry.com through a friend. The website helps users connect with family and trace their genealogy using DNA samples. Christine felt she had to give it a try at this very time. Shortly after creating her profile and sending in her DNA sample, Christine got a reply from Cindy Monstrom, who resided in Pennsylvania across the nation. Given that Cindy claimed to be linked to Christine, the communication was unexpected. Cindy told the local press that she had contacted Christine due to their shared connections and similar profiles. She was interested in finding out their relationship. I introduced myself as Cindy and sent her a message. I can tell from the DNA that she is a Weaver, Cindy revealed. Christine's initial response was that she was unaware of any Cindy. However, Cindy informed her that they were related through their DNA and profiles. Christine informed Cindy that she'd been looking for her father at this same time. Cindy, of course, was unable to decline this question. Cindy questioned Christine for all the details she could provide regarding her birth parents and adoption. She might be able to make some familial links. Cindy looked over the documents and was taken aback. The evidence pointed to Christine's Uncle Dory as her father. After gathering all the necessary proof, Cindy decided it was time to give her uncle a call and inform him that he had a daughter. "I adore you, Uncle Dory. You know that? Did you ever reside at Fort Riley, Kansas, by the way?" Heart racing, Cindy waited for his response on the phone. Dory revealed to his niece that he had spent a very long time living in Kansas. Cindy then inquired as to if he still recognized Donna, a cafe employee in the area. Following a little silence, Dory said that he had indeed dated a woman by the name of Donna. When Cindy eventually told her uncle that Donna had a kid that she had given up for adoption, she told him to sit down. After decades of looking for him, Christine's DNA tested positive. Her uncle hung up the phone to give it some time to register. However, an incredible event transpired. It would be an understatement to say that Dory was shocked to learn he had a daughter. How could Donna have failed to tell him this information? Either way, he was overjoyed. He also said he hoped Christine would call him Dad, and that he would prefer to be included as Cindy's father on the birth certificate. Although Christine was eager to meet her father, she wasn't sure if she wanted to refer to him as her father just yet. But it only took a few phone calls and the confirmation of the DNA test for her to have a change of heart. The final stage would be to get together. Dory and Christine clicked like father and daughter right away. They appeared to have known one another for their whole lives. Dory added that he would love for Christine to attend the family birthday celebration that April in Pennsylvania, but there was one small issue that still required attention. Christine wanted to make sure that her original birth certificate had his name, as per his request. Her past was whole now that the missing piece had been located. The next thing Christine needed to do was make the trip to see her relatives. Christine drove more than 1,160 kilometers to Port Matilda, where she finally met her father Dory, cousin Cindy, and the rest of her extended family. She was anxious yet excited to finally meet them. It was an emotional occasion that had been years in the making for Christine. For Dory, finding his daughter was just a relief, and he has dubbed her the DNA detective. Christine and Dory agreed not to linger on the past, despite having lost a great deal of time to one another. All they wanted to do was make the most of their current time. Dory told the local press that he was looking forward to meeting the rest of his new family and that he and Christine spoke on a regular basis. Even though it took decades, this fractured family is now united.